In the previous class, when we studied that when a crystal of potassium permanganate was kept undisturbed in a beaker of water, after some time the particles in the potassium permanganate crystal disintegrated and the water throughout the beaker became purple. That was also case of diffusion. But this time we will again study diffusion in particular, and that too in a gases, in two gases. So to define diffusion, we can go like this. See that lot many definitions are given in the books, but this one I have tried to make it perfect definition. Though I am an imperfect human being, but I have tried my level best to give you a best possible definition of diffusion, and I am leaving it up to you how it is different from others that you will explore. So that take that as a homework, and I will go as per the definition. The diffusion means spontaneous. Here, spontaneous means on its own, that without our applying any effort on our part. And uniform mixing of particles of one substance into particles of another substance by their random movement and because of their kinetic energy from a region of their higher concentration to a region of their lower concentration. Just go through the statement and try to find out how it is different from other definitions. Though it is they too define diffusion, this here too is diffusion defined. Now to prove one thing, that particles, the substances are yet made up of particle, and also these particles are continuously moving, as in case of the potassium permanganate crystal and water mixing we have shown. Now I will take two gases. One we will take air, another we will take bromine gas. Bromine gas is reddish brown in color and air is colorless. In the top jar, see my drawing is little bad, just bear with. This is one jar containing air, this is another jar containing bromine gas, and when one is kept over another, after some time we find that the whole in both the jars the color becomes reddish brown, indicating that the particles of bromine which were taken in the lower jar after some time got diffused into or were transferred to the part which was containing the air into the jar. So not only particles of bromine have moved, also the particles of air have moved. So here throughout these two jars, particles of bromine and air have mixed with each other. This is a case of diffusion, and this shows two things. Air is made up of particle, bromine is made up of particles, and also their particles are continuously moving. So yet another argument in the support of that matter is particulate and these particles are continuously moving. One more concept after this we will study, which will go in supporting the point that matter is made up of particles and also these particles are continuously moving. By name, that is Brownian motion. Brownian motion. Brownian motion is nothing but zigzag motion. Zigzag motion of particles, that is lighter particles which are suspended in a gas or liquid, you can say. Heavy particles of course cannot remain suspended neither in liquid nor in gas. So definition of Brownian motion goes like this: zigzag movement or motion of the lighter particles of a substance that are suspended in a liquid or in gas. One example of each one we will take. One example we will take of the pollen grain. If you take pollen grain, say this is a water body, and on this water body the pollen grain from different plants are falling down. So along with the surface of water they move. So this zigzag motion is called Brownian motion, and it is of pollen grains, and we will call this as Brownian motion. Another case of Brownian motion, with the help of one example we can show, that in rooms sometimes we see that a beam of light comes, a beam of sunlight, say sunlight happens to in a room through some window, etc., and in that beam of light, if you carefully see, you will find the dust particles will be moving here and there, zigzag fashion. This is another example of Brownian motion. So two examples we have given of the Brownian motion. One is of the movement of the pollen grain on a water body. Another is of a with the help of a beam of light entering into a room. So in the beam of light that enters into a room, beam of sunlight that enters into a room, if you see, you can definitely see the dust particles moving here and there in zigzag fashion. That is another case of Brownian motion. So Brownian motion is yet another point in the support that matter is made up of particles, and also these particles are continuously moving. So two more points we have brought home. One is Brownian motion and another was diffusion.